Yes, it's an interesting milestone. Being an adult, being an adult it's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. I was telling Paul on the journey here that we're not boys anymore. You know, like I was looking back at some flashbacks from sixth form.
I got some the other day.
Yeah, bro. I was looking at business and I was like, oh, I had no facial hair. I still had some like cheeks a little bit. I just looked like
not much has changed.
I look youthful. Not much has changed. No. Genuinely, I feel like my essence has changed. Like looking at that person's face and looking at me now is like. But I don't know what's happened. I didn't think life hasn't got that deep though.
That's life.
That's just life, man. It
hasn't got that deep. But maybe it's a maturation. Maybe I should be more happy about it. But I miss looking like I could be 16. Now I definitely the farthest I could probably go is 18. I think.
Nah, you're tweaking, man.
I'm tweaking. I can still pass for a 16-year-old.
No, I'll say like 20 max.
Oh, nah, I think I can still pass for 18.
18? Nah.
I think so. Elias, what do you think?
18.
Depends what facial hair you go out with.
Okay.
No, 20 has to be 20.
If I shave everything, I go back to being like.
They'll still challenge you. They'll still
challenge me. Nah, I think I won't get ID'd.
Yeah. Because even your spine looks old.
I can't buy. This isn't Scotland. We can buy energy drinks here.
You need to be 25. You
got to be 23 to buy energy drink.
25. You got to be. Look. Sometimes I get ID'd as well.
Seriously.
For Red Bull.
Yeah.
Is that why? What's in it? What's in the drink?
Caffeine.
The caffeine.
Was just too high.
Too much. A kid shouldn't be having that.
I see kids that are sub 16 in the gym, and they're not meant to be in the gym. So why can't we let?
I wouldn't say they're not meant to be in the gym.
No, when you sign up for the gym, it says you have to be 18 plus. No,
well, that's just because the equipment's dangerous. That's not because of their age.
I thought it was because of
you could just get a home gym and work out at home.
I thought it was because you're still growing.
No, you can. You got some guys that are like 10 that have ripped and all that.
That's true. So why did I assume it was because of it, that they were still growing?
It's more of a health and safety thing than a.
Because they think they're gonna play around. Okay, fair enough. Okay. All right. Well, how have you guys been enjoying the sun this week?
Cycling, vibing.
Yeah.
Wembley tomorrow.
Nice. Hopefully Crystal Palace brings it home. Come on, you Eagles.
I don't do that again.
What do you mean?
Don't do that.
You're not gonna rep the local team.
You support Chelsea.
I do support Chelsea, but come on, Eagles. That's the local.
Don't do that again.
I'm Chelsea too.
It's the local, bro.
I'm just going there.
It's a stone's throw. You have to rate the local team.
No. Who are you playing against?
Man City.
Anything is
the
possible.
worst Man City side in a very long time.
The worst Man City side. What makes you
in a very long time?
Fair enough. We're not here to discuss football, so I'm not going to ask you too many follow-up questions. But
I don't watch football like that anymore. So
no, you gave it up.
For the bigger passion.
Yeah. But Paul, how have you been enjoying the sun? You been taking it in, or you been indoors?
The sun has been shit this week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my answer. It's been kind of dead. I can't lie. It's been pretty cold, but I still walk in shorts because I'm here.
It's been pretty cold. Yeah. That's not because of the sun. That's because of the wind.
But I still walk in shorts because I'm different like that.
You're different.
Even Croydon, everyone's wearing jackets. I was in shorts walking around with my sunglasses.
Are you wearing two different socks?
No, they're same.
Alright, go. I just want to check.
I think they're in the wrong way. I think
one is the wrong way around.
Yeah, but it's fine though. It's fine. It's socks in it.
I just wanted to check. Fair enough. I've been meaning to do laundry. That's the best way I want to enjoy the sun. Have I been outside actually this week? A little bit.
Outside.
But the wind has been
kind of unpleasant.
The wind has been beating me. To be honest, the wind has been beating me. Well, you stand strong. We're here. Welcome back, Paul.
Welcome back.
No, you haven't gone far yet. I think
you back.
You missed 2 weeks or always 1 week?
1 week.
Oh yeah. Oh, fair enough. You haven't been gone. Fair enough.
I'm here.
No, I think it's to be just done the 2 sessions like really close, and then our next session.
Yeah. It felt like I travelled a lot during time. There's been a lot going on, man. There's a lot of news that we have to get into today.
A lot of news.
So without further ado, roll call. Who we got today?
Paul.
Elias.
Moiwa. And we're in the hoop.
We in the hoop.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
I think we should start with breaking news, and then we'll get into everything playoffs.
The draft.
Oh yes. So.
I want.
Yeah. Oh, he's still with the glasses. Okay. He has something to tell us.
All right.
I forgot to say, guys, he's back to being a Mavericks fan. As soon as that card came back up.
I noticed that.
As soon as that card came back up.
I saw his story.
As soon as I saw the flag report I saw that. Go on.
I was always a Mavs fan, but I was
just. Yeah, honestly.
I was always a Mavs fan, but I was just hiding. I was just hiding. This news is crazy. I think. Okay, so in terms of the Mavs' part, this is probably the best thing that can happen. The best thing that can happen.
Yeah, probably.
Because you lost a generational player in Luka, and you got one
potentially.
Well, potentially in Cooper Flag, and it's funny how I've never seen anything like it. Like, you give up a talent like Luka, and then you get one in the drop, and it was 1.8% odds. I think that was the fourth lowest odds to ever win the draft, and they won it. And the thing is, I remember because I was watching a show, right, and then I got a message on Xbox, but I was on my TV, so I couldn't really go on the message. And then I got a call. Someone was spamming me. I was like, "Who's calling me? It's not Babes." So who the hell? So who's calling me? I put the phone up. It was Kelvin, and I picked up and was like, "Bro, what the fuck, bro? You don't watch the draft? You didn't?" I was like, "No." And the way he was speaking, I think something crazy must have happened. And it was like, "Mavs on the draft," and then I was like.
You know, I can't imagine Kelvin shouting like that, but go on.
I was like, what? Turn my TV off.
Turn your TV off. Okay.
I had to sit up straight.
Oh, wow.
I had to drink some water.
This is like the reverse of what happened when you heard the Luka trade news.
This time. I was just like, this shows that the NBA is rigged. I think everyone in this room can admit that.
It shows the NBA is rigged.
It's rigged. Everyone can admit that.
There's a storyline.
It's a storyline.
There's a few correlations to what's happened before, like the Zion one, the D Rose one.
Who did they trade?
Well, no, that wasn't a trade. Zion was a trade.
Yeah.
I've seen another one that was a trade as well, but I can't remember which one it was. I
like
think it's when they got AD.
Yeah. I know what was Zion. I meant the Derrick Rose one, but history repeating itself to some degree.
And it just shows me like, because like when the trade happened, it was probably the biggest uproar we've ever seen in basketball history. Like, it was just crazy because like you traded Luka, and then Kyrie got injured, and then everything just went down, and then the Mavs was starting to lose, like less people started to come. They were losing a lot of money. The Mavs were losing a lot of money, and the future was looking very bleak. And Luka went to the LA, which is the biggest market, and the views suddenly rose up across the league. Everything just rose up. And then that trade told me everything. Like, it was therefore a trade for money. It was a trade for increase in viewership, because there was reports that the viewership was going down and blah, blah, blah. And then the Mavs looked like they went...
Conspiracy theory from Paul today, but let's go.
And the Mavs were in the gulag. They were in the gulag.
They got injuries, but okay.
After trading Luka, they were in the gulag. No. In terms of like injuries aside, in terms of like viewership, like people start cancelling season tickets. They felt like, because I was... Every fan I know in Dallas told me they were done with that team. Like, unless people went to the team, people were cancelling the season tickets. Even player fans of like 20 plus years were cancelling season tickets. And I was thinking, this looks like hell. And even like Tim McMahon, like the guys that cover Mavs, they were like, this is gonna be a dark days. Like, they were saying it's crazy. And then suddenly they gifted with the number one draft pick with 1.8% odd. There was somehow they managed to move up into to number one, and it's like, this is what I read from it, right? Adam Silver was like to Nico, listen, we need to up the viewership. It's been really low. Just send Luka to LA, send it, and I promise you, we'll give you the first pick. Don't worry. That's why throughout the entire time, Nico never looked phased. He was just so calm. He was just like, I was thinking. He was just so. I was like, why is this guy not showing no emotion? Because he knew that Adam Silver promised him the first pick. That's why he was so calm. He was so calm, and somehow they got the number one pick in Cooper Flag. So it shows me it's rigged, but great for the Mavs that we actually deserve this after everything that we went through.
You deserve it, okay.
And it's like now we have the next great white hope. This franchise was built on the backs of white greats.
Okay.
White greats, that's Dirk, right. Luka.
Built and then you name... Okay, so...
Dirk, Luka.
What about there's
and
guy
that,
Michael Finchley or Michael Ely? Yeah, Michael Finchley.
And nothing was built on his...
Nothing was built
on his back.
Not even a shot for Steve Nash. No.
Oh, sorry, Nash as well, but that was brief.
Not even JJ Barea.
Come on, man, come on.
He was on the team.
Yeah, but come on, no one's building anything on his back. It's a challenge. They've had their white hopes. Dirk, Luka. Now they got Cooper Flag. Capture the flag.
They've captured.
They've captured the flag. Now we just have to see in terms of fit, I feel like the Mavs has always needed like a true 3-4. The Mavs never had that. Even when you were supporting them, they never really had that. They never had like a true 4, a true 3. They never really had that. But now they have that in Cooper. Because Cooper's big. He's like
a true 3. A true 4. I don't know if they have. AD's playing the 4, so that really solves that. Is this position? Is this 3 position that now?
I can't lie. From what I'm hearing, PJ could be on the move because with Cooper in. Where's PJ gonna play? Because PJ,
I've been hearing that as well.
Because PJ is too good to be coming off the bench. He's
it's
too
a shame,
good.
man. He deserves that.
And like from what I'm hearing, they're trying to move from Gafford because he wants start 11 money, right?
Yeah, man, Gafford. You want to move both of them?
No. I'm saying from what I'm hearing, the Mavs want to. Like from what I'm hearing, like he could be on the trading block because he wants start 11 money, right? But they have to extend Lively. They have to pay AD. They just got Cooper, so I don't think they can afford to pay Gafford that much.
Would you then do a sign and trade to get someone in Milwaukee?
No. Nico already said that
one's not happening. And he said he doesn't want to leave the East.
Yeah. Apparently,
he said
it wants tax-free money though.
Yeah, tax-free. I mean,
that's kind of Texas.
Spurs, Houston, but
let my boy stay where we're gonna get. Go.
Yeah. So and like so Gafford, they can't afford to pay him start 11 money because they have to extend Lively, they have to pay AD, they got Cooper now as well. And from what I'm hearing, they're looking for a point guard because Kyrie's out until like January, and that's them being hopeful. January is the best case scenario, so they're looking for a point guard. And yeah, this Cooper,
we have no shortage of point guards in the league. There's serviceable point guards.
There's a lot of point guards. There's definitely a lot of point guards, and Drew could be gone as well because of the CBA and Boston are blowing up. And
I'll be honest with the way that if the Mavericks do like this, that hypothetical that we're running, I'll be honest. If that happens, I want you to know that no championship that you guys get is valid. If you get Cooper Fag and Drew Holiday and Kyrie comes back, no chip you get is valid. No chip you get is valid. You're pulling the face. You're pulling the face. Wait. The reason I say that is because of the hate you have for the Celtics.
Okay.
And essentially you're just mimicking and recreating a team that's like the Celtics. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So
I
want you to be aware of that.
Okay. So
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so if I
don't mind.
Okay, so if I admit it's not valid, you have to admit that Curry series aren't valid.
No.
Promise? Deal?
No. Because it's not. The argument's not about me. I think all championships are valid. I think all championships are valid. Regardless of how you got there, I think every championship is valid.
Any championship you can put an asterisk next to it.
I honestly felt like Nico was gonna trade that pick for KD or Giannis, but he seems.
I think so.
I because it made sense. Like it would make, and I can't lie to you. I feel like in terms of the future, I guess we have filled that hole now, but we can't really fully bank on, because at the end of the day, I was speaking to Kelvin. At the end of the day, what's the goal of a champion of a franchise?
Win championships.
Win championships, right? Wouldn't it be better to guarantee that by getting KD or Giannis, or would you bank on Cooper, whose potential we're still not? He could be.
It wouldn't guarantee anything.
In first year, it's not guaranteed.
I don't think.
You don't think?
I don't think getting KD.
We've just seen Victor Wembanyama come into the league. I guess the sport role cast was very different.
No, but I'm saying, right, you can guarantee a chip by getting KD. Yes, you can.
I don't think you can guarantee it by getting either of them.
No,
reason I say that is because number one, health, and number one, fit. KD's fit would be the best rather than Giannis on that.
Giannis can fit on next with anyone. He's a great player.
Giannis and AD together. No.
They both don't want to play the 5.
No. And AD would be the one that plays the 5, and it would just be messy. If AD's still not shooting at a high clip from a distance,
he's not shooting right.
It's not gonna make.
No, but I feel like Giannis is the type of player to sacrifice. He would be like, you know what, I would play the 5.
No, but he's.
I don't know what's Giannis gonna do when the ball is on offense. What's he gonna do when he wants to run down the lane and AD's down there? What's he gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know.
We're not making Giannis a 3-point shooter.
I don't know.
We're not gonna ever make him that.
He's given up on that already.
So you're like, let's be honest. Giannis is best in open floor, but in half court situations,
listen. That'll be 2000 basketball. That'll be 2000 basketball then.
We're going back to 2000 basketball.
It's fun basketball. We're getting Giannis. Listen, Giannis, AD, and Kyrie. Come on, that's winning you chips. I don't
like it.
That's winning you chips.
I actually don't like it.
The West is so stacked that you can't even say that anymore.
Nah, Giannis, KD, and Kyrie.
I don't like it.
And that deep team that the Mavs have.
I don't like it. No. Not Giannis, AD, and Kyrie. So yes, Giannis, AD, and Kyrie. No, Giannis, Kyrie, and KD potentially. Sorry, not Giannis.
No, potentially.
Let's just use their full names because I'm losing my head.
Kyrie.
Good,
but
GA.
But I feel like that's the best thing he can do. Get Giannis or KD, but he wants to bank with Cooper. And I guess
secure your future, bro.
But we don't.
You have to be future focused at the same time. Like if
Yeah,
you
we
could,
have to.
because right now, if you think about it, all the teams that are kind of left, somewhat so, like Timberwolves, young and old, the Knicks, they're kind of they're young, they're middle age, they're middle age. Timberwolves straight up young and very young and a little bit old. The Nuggets.
Mid-old.
They're oldish, but they got a couple young guys that are showing something right now.
Yeah.
And then who else is left? The Celtics, they're also like the Knicks. They're middleish. They're middleish of age. So I think it's important for them to bank on the future because you have to think about Kyrie still needs to recover. So I think either way next year it's not a wash, but next year is just to kind of like make sure AD is super comfortable, let him dominate, let AD maybe try to go for MVP.
Do you think the Mavs are in trouble until Kyrie comes back?
Not in trouble.
Not in trouble.
A fully healthy team with AD, they're definitely a playoff team, 100%.
With what you've got.
Yeah, and even if you just get an average
average point flag is giving you like 15 points.
Yeah,
but
this is your team.
AD's good enough to make you a playoff team by himself.
But in this West, I don't think that's not good enough.
AD's good enough to make you a playoff team.
You just need to stay afloat.
AD's good enough.
I don't think
is good enough.
I don't think AD at this point.
AD lively.
No, I've seen a worse Warriors team make the playoffs, or at least to play in.
Yeah, but you had Curry though.
No, they're going to be fine, bro.
You had Curry though.
Yeah, and you got AD.
But AD's not Curry.
He's not, but he's good enough.
He's good enough.
He's good enough.
Actually, no.
Stay calm. Don't even go to where you're going.
Nah.
Don't even go to where you're going.
I see the
Honestly, don't even go. We're gonna shift. We're gonna go to this guy over here, Mr. Antetokounmpo. He's open to leaving, guys.
He is.
I called it.
He's open to leaving, man. It's sad, man. I want him to be one of the old gen. I don't want him to leave Milwaukee. I want him to live there. Like that's his town, man. That's his place. But bro wants to win.
I can't blame him.
They brought him Dame, but
Dame was just injury prone, and
it might not be enough.
I think no matter what he does, though, Milwaukee will always love him.
Oh,
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
for sure. I think somebody was saying that he has. I think was I talking to Kelvin or somebody else was saying that he hasn't repaid them yet because they took a chance on him.
What?
But I think Giannis has repaid them.
You got him a chip. What more do you want? I don't know what you want.
Maybe more than one. I guess if he leaves, does he go down as the greatest buck ever? Has he passed Robinson?
There's Oscar. There's Kareem.
Has he passed Kareem?
I don't know about that. Oscar.
He's almost broken. I think almost every stat is his now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
points, rebound. He just doesn't have steals.
He has a great case.
There's no way he has assists.
He has assists.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He has a great case. Him, Oscar, Kareem. He has a great case.
I think it'll be a shame to see him go. If he does go, I would love to see him go Miami, just for the kicks. I don't know what. I saw Toronto.
Knicks, I saw Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nets, Toronto. And then people are talking about Heat, and people are talking about San Antonio maybe. San Antonio got the second pick.
But Spurs and Giannis, I don't know.
The Spurs and Giannis, they do like their foreign superstars. And Wemby is a legit five that can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot.
So Fox, Giannis, that could be something.
If he stays one more season, he'll top every stat. He's only like 80 steals away.
Oh, there you go.
I feel like with the number 2 pick, they're gonna probably pick Dylan Harper.
Maybe, yeah.
But I feel like
that's a lot.
You think that's a lot? Yeah, because apparently he's at 6'5", 6'6". Yeah, he's like.
But then they already have a guy in Castle that is.
So I'm saying they have a lot of guards.
They're saying they don't mind.
They don't mind.
They'll have both of them.
Yeah.
Don't have a log jam at the guard position, man. It's not.
That's a lot of guard play. That's a lot of guard play.
But look, we're seeing right now what's happening in the Rockets. They ain't got enough. There's not enough playing time.
Like you know, Shepherd.
Everybody.
You know, Reece Shepherd.
Yeah,
like, everyone's gassing him up, but he got nothing. He got nothing.
There's not enough playing time for everybody, so they have to make a decision there, bro.
Expand the league.
They have to, unless who do they still have? They still got Vassell. They still got. Is Chris Paul gonna stay another year? Probably.
Yeah. Unless he goes to the market and the Mavs pick him up.
They got Fox as well. They just pick. That guard rotation is already kind of.
It's stacked. Yeah.
It's a
bit.
bit.
Chris Paul depends on what he wants to really be this season. Does he still want to keep playing like that?
He played every game this year, bro.
I know, but does he want to do more the like Iguodala role?
I don't know if Chris Paul is interested in that, man. In the leadership, I don't. Maybe he's not.
Did he? I know he played every game, but did he play all of them with the starting lineup?
I think so. I think. I don't know actually. I assume he would have started because I don't think from the beginning of the year they had him starting, so I don't think he would have come off the bench. I would have seen Chris Paul's gonna finish his career as starter, man. That's his desire.
You think?
Yeah, that's his desire. That's his desire for sure. I
feel so for the Spurs though. I want someone shout out Pops. He's no longer the coach of the Spurs. That's sad. That's the end of an era, man. End of an era. Great coach.
End of a big era.
Arguably the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah,
arguably
for sure.
He's him, man. Great Pop.
I'd take him.
Now he's CEO, right? He's not CEO. He's
He did start all of them.
He's the
President of basketball
operations. Yeah.
That's the one.
I mean, he had how many strokes?
He
had like
when he walked up for his press conference,
he couldn't walk properly, but everyone came.
Yeah. But it was honestly, that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life, bro. You see, everybody pulled up. Everybody pulled up, and just like that's how you know that genuinely Pop is somebody special, bro. Pop is genuinely a special somebody. So I hope he starts to feel better.
It's a new era as the new coach. I think it's the assistant coach. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the head coach now.
I didn't see the light skin guy, but yeah, him. I don't know.
It's okay. It's alright. It's alright.
I don't want to be like, I want it to be better, but it's okay.
Okay. Like me, yeah. Say less.
That's what you would say.
I keep it real, bro. If you're black, you're black. If you're white, you're white. If you're light skin, you're light skin. You know?
I think his name is Mitch, but I can't remember the rest of his name. But it's Mitch.
Damn, bro. You're wild today. Chill out, bro.
No, you guys are moving mad.
Chill out.
You guys are moving
light
mad.
Bitch, like
that's
crazy.
never what I ever would have said. Let's relax. Come on now.
If you're hitting his babes, then you know.
That is wild. Anyway, you were saying. So, where do you guys want to see Giannis go?
There is one place.
That one is impossible.
You got Butler.
You trade Jimmy for Giannis.
They're not doing that.
Jimmy and Kuminga.
They're not doing that.
Contracts match, so it works.
Bucks aren't gonna get.
Jimmy Butler.
They're not getting Butler. And
you got Butler and you got Dame in that weak East. They're taking you somewhere.
No,
bro. They're getting less talent back, and they just can't get. Yeah, no.
I've been. Oh, well, there are 3 places where I'm hearing, right?
But where do you want him to go?
Where I want him to go.
Yeah, where do you want him
to go? The
Rockets
would be nice, actually.
Honestly,
I would like to see San Antonio.
Knicks.
You want to see Giannis at the Knicks?
Who do you get rid of?
Because he honestly even said as well, when Luka went to the LA, that trade happened, he was like, it's great for the best players to be in the big markets, like Luka in LA, and he mentioned Jokic in Boston and something like that, and then he mentioned him in Knicks. Like he was mentioning something. There's something he said. He said he wants I
remember that. Yeah.
He wants the best players to go to the best franchises.
Brunson, that would be scary business. That would be scary business. Him and Jalen Brunson.
Though that's probably get a cap for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But did they have Mitch Robinson? They'll be all right. They'll be right. And they could probably pick up. They could pick up Valanciunas. No, not Valanciunas. They could pick up Vucevic if they really wanted to. If they wanted to get a shooting big, or even somehow figure out a way to get Brook coming along with him.
Because like I was saying, he wants the best players to be on the best teams, and he mentioned him. Like I said, Luka on the Lakers, Jokic on Boston, and him in the Knicks. Like it would. I could see it happen. Like to kind of strengthen the East as well, because the East is, even this because. This year was weekend, but next season is gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad, and I think to strengthen him going to the Knicks would kind of put a stamp on like, yeah.
I don't really know if it would strengthen. I think the only thing that would really strengthen the East Coast is if like Zion moves and goes and plays with like guys that are on teams that like, or like Sabonis moves back and plays for another team like that kind of in terms of general guys are in the West now moving over as opposed to guys in the East move, because it's still the power dynamics is still at play. Like he was already there. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of the way I see it.
There is another place.
What?
And I hate to admit, but let's say
Phoenix.
No. Which GM, which franchise in the league has the most picks, have the most assets?
OKC.
Right?
That's one place I think. That's one place I would love to see him visit.
And the thing is, what scares me is
that would be a nasty.
What
they wouldn't even have to lose much.
What scares me
lose
is
much at all.
You know what scares me? What scares you? We all know Presti's going to pull the trigger. We all know it's going to happen.
Eventually,
we all know. With that treasure chest that he has, we all know he's going to pull it. Imagine Oxy gets bounced out in the second round, or in the West Conference Finals, and don't make the finals. That's a failure of a season, right? That's a failure. Last year was a failure.
In whose opinion?
It should be a failure.
Didn't you say they're not making the finals?
No. But I'm saying in my eyes. But I'm saying in a general consensus how people would view it.
Okay. Because they were number 1 seed.
Because even last year when they made it 1 seed, I was hearing from the media, even from fans.
1 seed last year.
Yeah. Like even like the media and the fans will all be like, "Oh, they're the best team in the NBA. Shea is the best top 3 player, best player. Oh, the number 1 seed." And they'll gas them up saying they're championship contenders. We get. And then they go bounce out in the second round, right?
Good, yes.
And now it's the same as this season.
But would losing in a game 7 really?
Second round is failure.
That's just literally just a roll of a
failure.
Flip of a coin.
Because it is failure, but there's also that guy that wears number 15. That's a 3-time MVP. That's over there. He's a bit of a problem.
But
it's not like they lost to nobody.
Yeah, but it's not an excuse. You lost the second round.
It's not. it's not an excuse, but it's also Game 7.
And they haven't.
I've seen better teams losing Game 7.
They have a better team than Denver, so if you can't get it done with a better team,
Denver's been getting it done though somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not making it.
You know why? You know why? You know I'm getting done?
Why?
Because OKC's inexperience shows, especially in clutch
It's
time.
not the,
It shows.
I don't think
It
it's
shows.
inexperience. It's not
It
inexperience.
shows.
It's what you. It's another thing you said, but it's not the inexperience.
Because even J-Dub, he didn't turn up last night. It shows it because this guy was making TikToks prior to the NBA, prior to Game 6. He's making TikToks. It shows these guys don't have that mental fortitude because Denver is not like some great team. Like
because he's not making. Because he's making TikToks.
Yes, it's unserious behaviors, unserious. But you see Denver, like on paper, OKC has a better team than Denver. But the reason why Denver has forced the Game 7 is because they've been there and they've done it, so they have the experience and they have the mental fortitude.
So Shea being in foul trouble didn't change anything.
Huh?
Shea being in foul trouble last game didn't change anything.
No. He didn't. Listen. Paul is crying. Listen. The point is, if they get Giannis, just know I don't want to hear anything. Exactly. No. If they get Giannis, I don't want to hear anything. That's why deep down, I don't want to hear nothing. That's why deep down, will just continue. That's why deep down, I want OKC to win because I don't want them getting bounced at the second round because
look at the narrative.
Because Presti will be like, all right, cool, you can laugh at us. We're getting Giannis in off season, and then Giannis and Shea
will take the picks. They will love.
They will take the picks,
of course, bro. And then OKC would definitely take Giannis. And then if you compare Giannis with Shea,
I mean, any team's gonna take.
You got
Giannis with Shea, and maybe if you can keep Chet.
You got 2 top 5 players on the same team.
I live with it, bro.
You got
J-Dub.
Yeah, it'll be J-Dub and yeah.
You got 2 top 5 players in the same team. That's a guaranteed. That's a guaranteed chip,
bro. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
Nothing is guaranteed, man.
Nothing is guaranteed, bro.
Shea and Giannis, 2 top 5 players. I'm sorry, it's
The
guaranteed.
last time something was guaranteed is when the Warriors had KD.
2 top 5 players.
No, and the team around them, bro.
2 top 5 players.
I know it was also the team around.
Yeah, I know, but 2 top 5 players.
It wasn't that alone, bro.
We saw the team just go 73-9.
There you go.
For him, and then we
there you go.
Yeah, but OKC has a lot of guys. They don't have to give up that much, and they have all these picks as well.
You're right.
They have a lot of guys. They can still keep a lot of their depth.
You're right. 100%. They would have like 99% odds. I would say, yeah, 100%.
So it's like they're gonna have that team.
They would have,
and that scares me. So part of me wishes OKC wins today. Part of me.
Part of you wishes.
Well, Sunday, not today.
Sunday. Before we move on to playoff things, I think there's an honourable mention I would like to mention for my boy. Prayers up for you, my boy.
Rest up, man. Rest up.
Bro.
No one wanted to see that, man.
No, we didn't. I felt it's only right that I have to wear it once again. Just to let them know that how much I love and caring about him, thinking about him.
I think you should wear the other way around so everyone can see the Tatum.
No. Yeah. As long as you can see the 0 is enough.
But no one will know who the 0 is, though.
Everybody knows who the 0 is.
I'm not sure about that. I think it's just wear around so people know, okay, it's Tatum. It's Tatum.
No! Anyway. Hope you recover quickly, bro, and get some rest. But on that,
I can't lie. Boston's future is
bleak.
I can't lie. I think
is that what you think?
I think it's not bleak, but I feel like because of the new CBA, right? From what I'm hearing, they have to get rid of 2 of the 3 starters. So from what I'm hearing is Drew, KP, or White. Two of the 3 guys has to go, right?
They'll be fine with no KP.
And then they lose that. I'm sorry, that team.
Yeah, they'll be fine with no KP and no.
I'm sorry. What do we know about Tatum? Tatum is a team leveler. He's not a solo. He's a team leveler. If his team gets worse, Tatum's gonna be exposed.
What happened in Game 5, bro? Not Game 5. What happened in Game 4? What happened in Game 4 in the Garden?
Okay, hold on.
What happened in Game 4? Before his.
What happened in Game 1, Game 2, Game 3?
Okay, no, they won Game.
What? No.
They won Game 3.
He won Game 3, but still he played doo-doo. And what happened in Game 1 and Game 2 when they had a 20+ lead and the best player on the court?
It happens, okay? You got to see.
It happens. No. If you're a top 5 player, that doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
So Luka's never been stopped in the clutch. No, he's never been stopped in the clutch.
He hasn't bottled leads like that back-to-back game. 20+ leads.
Okay.
20+. He don't bottle that.
Okay.
He don't bottle that.
LeBron's never bottled the lead.
Really
he don't bottle that.
He doesn't go into 20-point leads really.
No, he doesn't.
Not really, because he doesn't.
He doesn't. His team is not. His team is just not dominant. That's just what it is. His team is just not dominant.
He's not a team leveler. He's a solo leveler. He's a solo leveler.
That's crazy, isn't it? So you can't raise the play of the guys around him. Yeah, that's what I just heard from you. But he was leading his team, bro. He was he was the one that was leveling that.
Finally a good game after finally a good game. Finally.
Reminiscent of that Game 7 2 years ago.
Bro, it was, bro. He was looking like he was going to drop 50. Like I was thinking, it's 20 points at half. Came out again, dropped another I was just like, yeah, okay, this is making sense.
They were down by 9 when he went down with injury, even with that great game.
But let's not act like it was, bro. Literally, the only reason they were down by 9 is literally, bro was injured, and then OG went and got a dunk as he was there lying on the floor. That's what made it 9.
No. It was Brown's turnover, but prior to him going down, the ball already was lost, and
that's what I'm saying.
And it was going to be an 9-point game regardless.
Okay, but then if he stays in the game, he brings them back. He brings them back level. They lost all momentum. They lost. The only guy that had momentum and rhythm in that game 4 was him, bro.
JT.
KP,
he was the reason.
I can't. KP has been.
He's been sick.
He
bro.
got injured. He got sick or injured. I don't know what it is. He hasn't looked the same. He looks.
He said they can't. Bro, yes, they said yesterday on.
Yeah, I know he couldn't play.
He couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe in the second half. That's why Luke Cornett turned into Bill Russell. Apparently, though he was getting a lot of blocks.
He won that 7 blocks.
He was enforcing
7 blocks.
Luke Cornett was saying,
Do you guys think? Boston are deep enough, right? Do you guys think Boston could be the Knicks to turn around?
They could.
You guys think?
If they could, I don't want them to, because I want everybody else to see the importance of Jason Tatum. But
you're selfish then.
I'm very selfish. 100%. I'm very selfish.
Okay.
But they have enough. Jalen Brown getting 12 assists last game, and them doing what they do. I said, you know what, fair enough.
And if KP can somehow get some injections on him today, and
like maybe there's a way. There's definitely a way that they can take it back to the Garden. 100%, they can take it back to TD. It's just whether or not Jalen Brown, the way that they won by committee at home was great. On the road now, he's gonna have to enforce his will. Because it's going to be different with the Knicks crowd. He's gonna have to somehow silence them. He needs to kill them. They need to kill them early.
It can't be like close game. Otherwise, it's over. That's
to kill them early. Because even getting Jalen Brunson in foul trouble also helped them as well. Game 5.
It's basically just are their threes gonna fall?
Yeah. I mean that's their place. I said it like.
Well, yeah,
like Drew needs to give them like 10 to 15.
Yeah,
White needs to give them 15 to 20. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pritchard needs to give a solid 18.
Needs to basically go up by 5.
Yeah, everybody.
Everyone has to
everybody. Even Sam Hauser just came back. You need to give them something. You know, everybody.
Replace his points.
Yeah,
Jalen
Brown.
I think they might have to play Cater as well. Maybe needs to play Cater a little bit as well.
For what? Oh, to stop Mitchell Robinson.
Because KP, we don't know what KP's looking like, and we can't just rely on Cornet. So Cater has to maybe come in a little bit.
Fair. They have Tillman as well.
Jalen Brown could have that game 5 KD had when he was at Brooklyn.
He could, yeah.
And they still have Torrey Craig as well. They haven't played him.
Yeah.
I don't think he will play him because they haven't played him the entire series.
Defensively, they're not there. The thing is, defensively, they're not struggling. And offensively, they're also not. As long as they're free fall, they're not struggling like that.
But that's it. Their play style is predicated on freeze and no freeze. If the freeze don't flow, they're gettable. They are gettable.
As long as that last game, one thing that kept me happy was that Jalen kept on remembering that he can get to the rim at will. As long as he remembers that he can get to the rim.
He's a good driver. He's a pretty good driver. He's a very good driver.
That boy is strong, bro, and he's athletic as anything. So as long as he remembers that I can get to the rim whenever I want, because Cat is too slow. He's not going to beat him. He's not in a foot race. He's not going to beat him. As long as there's a good screen, he's going to get there. But OG and Mikal Bridges also had bad games.
And I feel like they should just...
And I told you OG's the all-star. I told you OG's the most important player on that team. And not the most important player. Jalen Brunson is there.
I feel like they need to really go out JB. They have to really... I think they have to really go out JB.
Good.
I think they have to really go out JB. They have to get him in foul trouble like they did last game. Because he fouled out. They have to really go at him. They have to really go at him. They have to really...
There's a possibility there. They're gettable. The Knicks are definitely gettable.
100%. That's what I'm saying. Like... If the Knicks or Pacers win it, it's not gonna move me because they shouldn't have won it.
No, it will move me if the Pacers win it. Will move me.
If the Pacers win it, that would be very.
Then even the Knicks too, it will move me as well.
The NBA champion should come out the West. If we're being honest,
I can't lie to you. Outside Denver, because
it should.
Outside of Denver, because they've won before and they have Jokic. Any team that wins it apart from Denver, I'm gonna look at them like it's a fake ring. Azubik. Vaconia, whatever, Zaconia. It's not real. Like, it's like, how can we sit here and be like, the Pacers are the best team in the NBA, the Timberwolves are the best team in the NBA.
Beat everyone in front of them.
Yeah, but injuries played a part as well.
It's a tournament, bro.
Injuries played a part as well, and like
that doesn't mean anything.
And like trades that happen mid-season. But
the thing is, genuinely, we don't live in a perfect world where everything is the best conditions every single time.
That's true.
This is a part of the sport. You can't now say that this thing doesn't matter because this is cool. This happened. But like you're always one that says context matters. Context does matter for sure.
That's what.
And it doesn't change the fact that they were fortunate enough to remain healthy. They could have also got injuries. Do you know what I mean? Early in the year, the Pacers started slow. Do you know what I mean? They weren't having the greatest year. Tyrese wasn't having the greatest year, but then they turned it around. Somewhere they are where they are now. Do you know what I mean? The Knicks, up and down. They couldn't beat a top 4 team, whatever. Now they're in a situation where they're up 3-2, going home. They have a chance to win. That's legit, bro. That's legit.
But context always matters.
Even the Timberwolves, they had a bad year after All-Star break. Julius Randle's come back looking like a different man, and now there's a potential there. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Steph Curry was injured. We never know. I did tell you though I did tell you that I was doubtful that the Warriors could do anything without Steph.
I had faith.
But no, I think it shows this is not.
I think he was also injured after that thing with the Rockets. I think he had his posterior. No. Jimmy Butler, game 2. It wasn't on game 2. He got injured.
Yeah,
the Rockets.
Got injured,
Yeah. So he never really looked offensively like he could take over the way he did before. Working with Steph, he could. But you're saying that none of these rings matter. Like they're all fake rings.
Okay. fake is a strong word, but I'll say context. I'm gonna like if anyone wins it, with all the injuries that have happened, both in the West and the East, and the trades that have happened, I'm gonna look at it and just be like, I'm not moved. I'm honestly not moved. Like Boston winning it moved me because they were truly the best team. Like they actually deserved it. Like there is no excuse. It doesn't matter. Like yes, there was injuries in the East, but no one's beaten that Celtics team. Like that I understand. When the Bucks won it, understandable. When Denver won it, that was kind of Mickey Mouse, to be honest with you. But they won it, fair enough.
But people say the Bucks face an injured Nets team.
Yeah, but no. But let's be honest here. If the Nets team was healthy, who's beating that team?
That Nets team was
that Nets team was on paper just as good as that KD Warriors team.
No.
Yes.
No, they didn't have Steph Curry.
Harden, Kyrie, and KD.
They didn't have Steph Curry.
Harden, Kyrie, and KD.
They didn't have Steph Curry.
Harden, Kyrie, and KD.
Okay, they didn't have
Kyrie is Curry.
No, he's not.
Kyrie is Curry.
Never in his life.
Kyrie is Curry.
Never in his life.
Kyrie is Curry.
Never in his life.
Kyrie is Curry.
Never, not a day in his life.
Should I put up the Game 7 clip?
Okay. And what?
One play.
That doesn't matter. I think it's just a part of what it is, man. It's just a part of sports. Do you know what I mean? We see it on the biggest stages in every sport. You just gotta be like, you gotta be a little bit fortunate. It's sad, but I think the Pacers legit. They beat the teams in front of them. They beat a Bucks team that yes, with injury they had no Dame, but Giannis was there. Giannis played every single game.
Injury.
Cavs had injuries, but the Cavs got themselves.
I can't lie. I've always said it.
The Cavs
are fortunate. I said it. I said yes, injuries played. Yes, but
I feel for Donovan Mitchell. I'll be honest. I feel for Donovan because Donovan genuinely, I could see out of everybody on like he's ready to get over that hurdle, bro. He's ready. Like he's more than ready to be in the conference finals. Like I feel like he feels it in his soul that like no, I'm meant to be there. Like I'm meant to be there. And it's tough because the injuries was a thing, but then I also think to some degree maybe we underestimate the Pacers. I think as general viewers and watchers of basketball, I don't think we rated what the Pacers really are in terms of their pace of play, the way that everybody commits, contributes. We didn't rate because I think last year it was that defensively they're gettable. This year defensively, scores are still very high. They don't really, but they get key stops right now. They get key stops, and they just continue to play their way the whole game. Like they don't stop playing, even when it gets close. They don't stop playing their side of the basketball, which I think is the difference. And they can get points in bunches. Like no lead is safe with the Pacers. So I don't think that they deserve to be where they are right now. They definitely deserve to be where they are.
Yeah.
That conference finals is going to be interesting, and no matter like if the Celtics come out or if the Knicks come out, that's going to be an interesting matchup to see. Because
I think we're looking at the Pacers are the team to beat right now in the East.
Really?
Yeah.
Pacers?
Nah, I think if the Knicks come out, the Knicks are the team to beat, bro. But the depth, I feel like the Knicks will be so tired, bro. Like how much miles they've done this year. Yeah. Tom.
Tibbs.
Who's Tom?
Thibodeau.
Oh, Tom Thibodeau.
Tibbs. Thibodeau.
Done. Yeah, because I can just imagine hamstrings getting popped. Just getting popped as they try and chase these men around, bro.
Touch wood. We don't want any of that.
Yeah, no hamstrings be.
Let's not touch wood.
No hamstrings being popped, but yeah, it could be that real. It could be that real, man. But let's take a trip out west. Elias, I have his jersey up there, man.
Whose jersey? Oh, Curry. Yeah.
He would have changed the game. He definitely would have changed.
I feel like the Warriors could have. Listen, simple time. I think the Warriors would have won that series if Curry was healthy. Because the Timberwolves team's not nothing special. I'm telling you, they're nothing special. And I think even you must have seen it. How close the games are without Curry. Like, I can't like.
But I don't know if they were that close, bro.
Nah, I think it was close.
Whenever the scores would always look close, but we weren't close. We were never close like that.
But then you add all-time great in Curry into that.
Yeah, we have to think about like the Wolves were managing the games at points. I think game 3 was probably the only one where like
that one
the
where
Warriors,
we could have,
and then Ant became.
I think Draymond said it best. We just with what we had, we just couldn't do it. Even though we're like maybe if Steph comes back, but you can't count on that.
Yeah, it's not certain. It's not certain. It's a shame.
Yeah, I didn't want him to do Dame and just suddenly no Steph for a year now.
For a year?
Well, it's not. I really don't know the timescale, but injured in the playoffs isn't a good sign.
No, it's not.
Where did the Warriors go from here?
Where did they go from here?
We run it back.
Same team.
Well, no. Looney's free agent. Kaminga's restricted, and someone else is a free agent.
Jr.
I feel like for you guys, a big.
I think in a second. I think Gary Jr. Yeah.
I feel like for you guys, a big is very important. Is integral, man. I feel like that has to be sorted out.
Would Vucevic help?
You can space the floor.
We got Quinton Post, though. That's basically Quinton Post, just
and
a bit more
agile.
Bit more
agile. But I guess the rebounding Rue can really rebound.
He's an excellent rebounder.
Quinton Post doesn't get boards like that, and he's still young.
To be fair, we're a terrible rebounding team.
Yes and no. You have moments. Against the Rockets is probably the hardest team to kind of get rebounds against when they put
Jabari, Adams, Sengun. That's who's big.
You guys did well against the Wolves when you was healthy. You guys
Gobert, Nas.
We did rebound them a few games, to be fair, but
yeah.
I can't. I want to shout out.
Rebound. You want to shout? So you go ahead.
I want to shout out someone. He surprised me, even though it's against questionable opponents that went healthy. But he surprised me. Randall's been playing very well. He's been playing well, even though it's surprising me. Julius Randle, you know, but it's against questionable teams. The Lakers are trash. And the Warriors didn't have Curry, so it's like, how would he have looked if that light-skinned guy came onto the court and played in a 7-game series? You know, even though he wasn't guarding directly, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's like,
yeah,
but he's been playing.
Yeah, the defense changed if Curry's there.
Yeah, so it's like Randall's been playing well. He's been playing well. I have to give him his props, but yeah, and I've something else as well that I think I've made my mind up on. You know how I said that Brunson's not a top 10 player anymore? Mm-hmm. Brunson is a top 10 player. I think he's worked into that top 10 now for me. I think Brunson has cemented himself as a top 10 player. I think in the regular season he plays great, but in the playoff he just brings it up a notch. Like he just brings it up a notch, and I'll give him his credit. I think Brunson is top 10. Definitely top 10. I'll give it to him.
So that's the person impressing LeBron James.
Huh?
That's the person impressing LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And it's kind of crazy. Nico, you had Luka and you had Brunson. I'll never forgive you. You had them at the same time. You had them at the same time. We had Luka, Kobe, at the same time.
You wouldn't have the number 1 pick.
Who cares about that? Luka and JB.
Man.
That's 2 very big contracts.
And also, like, JB would never been able to flourish under Luka, bro. Let's be honest, he wouldn't have.
He flourished because Luka was injured.
Yes, and you know it, bro. Paul, you know it.
What's your argument for that?
What's my argument for that? The whole season that they played together when Luka was healthy and he was coming off the bench.
Just leading
the second unit.
So you're saying, so your argument, which I'm going to disprove in a second. Okay. So your argument is because Luka was playing, JB would not have flourished into the player that he is right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
he wouldn't have had the license to make these mistakes and grow. And like it was only when Luka were injured that he was able to do it.
So you could say the same about LeBron and Kyrie, right? But they played great alongside Luka.
They
played great alongside great. He played great. No,
LeBron and Kyrie were both established before they got to Luka. They both established as players. Brunson literally just got into the league and was growing. You can't like Luka came in as a higher rated talent. Like it just is what it is. That's what I'm saying it from. If Brunson was already what he is now, it's a completely different. It's a completely different discussion.
Let's say JB came in now with Luka. You think it'd be a great fit?
Be a great fit. It'd be interesting. I'll be interested to see what it look like.
Listen, answer. It's so interesting.
I answered
is it a great fit? Yes or no?
Is it a great fit?
It's not a great fit.
I don't think it's a great fit. I think it's a decent fit.
So you don't think Kyrie and JB do similar stuff?
They do it differently. They do it very differently. That's what I would say. Yeah, but we have, what's it? Game 7 Sunday. Game 6 tonight. Final thoughts, guys. What are we looking at? What's going down? Who's gonna meet?
I saw someone said they should put the MVP trophy in the middle of the court.
Yeah, whoever wins this game gets it.
Whoever wins it gets it.
I'm gonna take the Thunder, man.
Wait, no. Oh, it's the Thunder. Okay,
I'm taking the Thunder Game 7.
Pacers are today in Boston, right?
Knicks Boston.
Sorry, next year.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Game 7 Sunday.
I'm gonna pick Boston, but I feel like the Knicks will win in 7. They will win Game 7.
Okay.
Boston will win today.
Stretching out the series. I think the Knicks wrap it up today. And then Game 7, I think it's generally what Jamal Murray are you getting?
He had a flu game yesterday. Yesterday?
Yeah.
What Jamal Murray are you getting?
But the rest of their team is contributing, man.
Not even Jamal
Brown.
Murray. What Michael Porter Jr. are you getting?
Even that Julian Strava.
He picked up yesterday. He was hitting for
his thing.
I saw that, yeah.
He did his thing as well. Dropped 15 points in 15 points in 18 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was.
So no, that's what there's contributions like this Nuggets team that we were saying somehow we're gonna get, depending on the next episode, we're gonna get Charles back to talk to us about these Nuggets. Whether they win or lose, we're gonna get Charles back in here. I want to see his.
You know what?
Yeah.
Now that you mention him, I want OKC to win. You want to
make it? Oh, is it? Yeah. Because of what?
Because of Russell Westbrook and how he was mocking me when the Lakers lost. So I want OKC to win. Let's go Thunder.
That's even. That feels like something is just bad.
Let's go, Thunder. Let's go, boy. Come on, Shay. J-Dub, check. Come on, guys.
Whose jinx is gonna win?
Honestly, feels like
come on, Thunder. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, Aaron Wiggins, Lou Dort, Caruso.
It's at 8:30 for us.
Yeah,
early time. Yeah,
I'll be locked in. I'll be
at work, but I'll try watch it.
Yes, I don't know how to feel, man. I don't know how to feel, but so you think? So I think. Let me be so meeting the Pacers in the East.
It's gonna be the Knicks.
I think the Celtics are gonna meet them.
You think?
I think the Celtics.
Every match and they lose that.
I just don't think there's enough.
I think they're gonna get
firepower. I feel like
they have the most experience. They still have comparable talent.
Like they still have a good team. Very good. So they're still very good.
I think it's very possible.
I feel like Brown. I feel like in order for Boston to win, because they have a deep team, they still have a very good team, like a playoff team. Very good team. Very, very possible. Brown has to step. Brown has to be that guy. I'm driving.
If for everybody that thinks that Jalen Brown is the best player on the Celtics,
he has to show.
Right now is the time to see. Right now is the time.
Showed
to see
it in game 5. Now game 6 and game 7. Well, game 6. First game 6. He has to show it in game 6 and. I said it before.
Say no more.
He's the most consistent player on that. I've seen him and Tatum. I said before. You said it before.
Okay. But I guess we'll wait and see.
Hopefully he can.
But the Knicks have something to say. I think Jalen Brunson is
have a big game.
Quick question. Yeah, quick question from me. A lot of people are saying that he's going to come down as the greatest Knick ever. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, he first needs a ring.
He needs a ring to be in that discussion.
He needs a ring to be in that discussion.
Well, no, you can do it without a ring.
No. A lot of people are putting him in that discussion without a ring, bro.
A ring will just boost it.
Wait, I could be. The Knicks have one, right?
The Knicks do.
The Knicks have one, yeah. I'm tweaking.
I think they got 2 rings, don't they?
With Patrick Ewing, right?
No, Patrick Ewing.
It's Walt Frazier.
Walt Frazier, yeah. Walt Frazier. I can't. The Knicks have had a lot of great players. They had Melo. They had quite a few. They've had quite a few guys.
They have.
They had Tingers Pingers.
Come on now, he's not one of the greats all the time.
I'm joking.
Greats.
You can definitely. I don't know. I feel like it's always gonna be Walt Frazier because he has a chip.
No, they're saying. On first take at least, they're saying he gets the chip, he can be up there.
Yeah, they're saying Brunson's ready to take that throne. I guess it's just. I'm just thinking, what does it take to rewrite history for a franchise? Like, what does it take? Greatness.
No rings. That's generally all it is.
I don't know.
I feel like the value
because I think it's his moments. I think right now people are valuing the moments that Jalen Brunson is given, like the clutch moments.
I think it depends on your market because Giannis was always going to go down as one of the Bucks greats, ring or no ring.
Easily, he's not
because they knew what he's given to that city. The ring just basically went.
Shout out 77.
It's him.
Shout out 77.
For sure, he's always cemented as that guy.
Is he even going to get his jersey retired?
No.
If they like him enough, yeah, they should. I mean,
actually, maybe.
Listen,
maybe.
The city of Dallas has a dame named after him. He will get his jersey retired.
Probably.
Actually, your franchise might be in Vegas by the time he needs his jersey retired. So
that's true. But yeah, I don't know if Jalen's done enough yet for me. I feel like
it's still. I can't lie. It's
only second or third year.
Third year.
Yeah, it's only his third year there. Like let's cool down. Like don't get twisted. Like he's made them very relevant.
There's still a lot of great players.
Very relevant. He had incredible moments.
There's still better players on that Knicks team all time than Brunson. Like Melo. People on Melo. He was. Serious.
I think I'll take Jalen Brunson.
You think? Yeah, brilliant. Well, playoffs. Yeah,
I'll take Jalen Brunson. Cool, but as a player overall, I don't know. It's interesting. But Any final thoughts? Like
final thoughts.
How do you think about it in terms of Paul said it's going to be a fake ring? How do you feel? Like with the teams left?
No, I think I wouldn't call it a fake ring. I'd call it a new gen ring.
A new gen ring. What does that even mean?
Because whoever's winning it's part of the new generation. Unless the Celtics can somehow do
something magical.
But even then, I kind of count them as the new generation anyway. They're kind of like the middle generation.
Middle. I wouldn't say new. I'll say middle.
But if one of the other teams win it, that's basically hello to the new generation.
I guess my real final question: has Anthony Edwards earned? Did he take the mantle of all the old heads? Has he taken them all?
He did not take Steph's mantle at all.
No,
he didn't play.
Fair.
I don't understand this whole mantle thing, but
in terms of he got KD last year.
Yeah, I get that, but it's
he got LeBron and Luka.
Yeah, but okay, he didn't get Luka. It's just shit out. He didn't get. Did
Luka play?
That wasn't his team yet. He got traded to a shit Lakers team because we saw what happened when he had a good team around him. He smoked him and the Timberwolves. He smoked that. probably the best Timberwolves team that we've ever seen. He's smart that team.
That we've ever seen.
Yeah, arguably yes, 100%.
Okay, so
Especially defensively, but that's not even a discussion. But and I don't know because LeBron wasn't in his prime when he knocked him out.
Neither was KD.
Yeah,
Same with KD, exactly. So it's like so this whole taking a mantle, it doesn't. I don't understand
it. It's part of the game of life, though. Like,
bro,
it's
a changing of hands, bro.
I think that's the word, changing of hands. Like, and
but to do it, you got to kind of beat them to be like,
So, bro, he's done it. You don't want to accept it's hard for you.
Football and teams meet in the finals, and then you beat that team finally, and you're like,
you've done it, bro. You've taken that step.
This is now the team.
Do you know what I mean? Like when Arsenal, God forbid, win Champions League one day.
That's not happening. It was crazy. I thought it was gonna happen, but
that's never happened.
You got to view them as a different team, you know. Yeah, I might get cooked for that.
Would you guys see?
Cut that out.
Would you guys see Anna in a different light if he wins the ring?
I think it's that next step.
Different. Like,
or do you think same?
I think it means that all these comparisons have been joined to him.
Conversations are going to change.
Yeah. It's now it now puts him on a trajectory of like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
he can do something very special for the city of Minnesota. Like, I'll be nice for Mike Conley to win a ring. I'll be happy for Mike Conley. I'll be happy for Dante to be.
I think Rudy deserves it. He gets too much shit. I think
definitely a lot of guys that can do it, but. And people have been complaining that he hasn't been consistent this year.
He hasn't been.
He
hasn't been. But
I think he's just adapted and playing a different style now. That's drawing the best out of his team.
He's loving the free ball. That's why he's.
I'll be honest with you. No one in these playoffs, apart from Giannis and Luka in the first round, and Brunson there and there. No one's been like Jokic has been. The OKC series, he's not been good. Clippers series, he wasn't. Like no one's been.
When you say, what do you mean by good? What do you mean by good?
Like dominant, like not stats, just dominant. You can tell it's just dominance
because every other day.
Because a great player will always put up stats, but you can tell when someone's because Jokic has been picking up stats, but if you watch that series, you know he's been getting his
defensively they're incredible.
Pull down. Like,
I don't know about boxes being pulled down. You just don't like Jokic.
But no, I love him. Stop.
Elias.
Stop. He's always been my guy.
Why must he insist on lying, bruv?
Listen. The point is, no one's been like, wow. Like Shea has not been wow. Ant hasn't been. Jokic hasn't been. Brunson, he's been playing well, but not wow.
Brunson's moments in the clutch has been wow, bro.
Yeah, in the clutch, but not overall something. It's not wow.
Overall, he's been doing. His style isn't really.
His style is late night takeover.
Yeah, his style is I'm a killer. I'm a finisher. That's his.
Would have been either Giannis or Luka if they got a first round, but we
every day Giannis.
Well, to be fair, Giannis was giving you wow, just everyone else around was giving you doo doo.
Yeah, he was doing exactly what he needed to do, man.
Proved that if he could just make it out that first round,
then it'd be enough.
The conversations would be different right now.
It would be, but we're tuned in, man. We're tuning in. We've got a couple more games to go in conference finals. We'll be locked in. You know, Sunday will be the big D day to see what goes down. But hopefully the Celtics still live. I'm hoping. I'm holding on for my boy. That your boys do you proud. I'm still hoping.
Flip a flag. Welcome to the family.
Yeah. Also, WNBA season starts on. I think it starts today actually. So tune in, man. Yeah.
Was there a need for that?
We're gonna stop there. You know, guys. You guys know we've been in the hoop. Catch you guys later.
In
Please. There's always a need. There's always a need.
Was there a need for that though? Was there a need for that?
There's always a need.
WNBA, brother.
Yeah, the WNBA starting, bro. New teams. The Valkyries have just got a brand new team.
No one cares about them.
Paul, don't start.
Don't be about a Valkyrie, brother.
Lisa Collier is coming for MVP this year.
Who the hell was that?